Sometimes life happens. You might get into an accident, can't work anymore. You might lose your job. Life events might happen. A lot of crazy things might happen, family death and things of that nature. And you can't pay your bills. You can't pay your car loan. You can't pay personal loans. You can't pay your credit card bill. You can't pay your mortgage. And it's okay. Things happen, but your credit probably bellied up. You probably went from an 800 to a 400, but that's not the end of the world. And when you finally get on your feet, you got some money now. Why pay your bills when everything is a charge off? You got late. It probably went to collections. It's probably in the courts. You probably got a default judgment. You might even get your paycheck garnished. This might be a crazy time in your life if this actually happened. You just want to turn to somebody for some real advice that actually been there and done that. That happens to be me. It happened to me. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Level Up Finance, where we talk about money, mindset on the road to get millions. On this episode, we're going to talk about how to fix them collections, charge-offs, bad debt, and increase your credit score. I actually have some experience with this. My credit is not even that great right now, but it came a long way from what it used to be. I had got a surgery on my foot. I was out of work for 2 weeks, ended up being 4 months. I couldn't pay my bills because I didn't have no emergency savings. So I could have paid for my bills for 2, 3, 4 months, but I didn't have any money for that. So the only thing I was paying was my mortgage, but I wasn't paying my credit card bill. I wasn't paying my loan for my car. I wasn't paying personal loans. So my credit went from like high sevens to 400s in a matter of a few months. That's all it took. So when I finally went to work and got back on my feet getting money, I'm like, what's the point of me paying these bills anymore because my credit is destroyed? So I just made it belly up. So 30 days turned to 60, 60 turned to 120 to 180 till they just charged off. So they charged it off. I still owe this debt. They contact me, calling me, they sending me letters. I'm ignoring it. I'm putting my head in the ground like an ostrich, which you shouldn't do. You should definitely contact and talk to these people when they start calling you if you care about your credit and try to mediate the situation because they kind of understanding, believe it or not. So some of them, anyways. So that happened, and I just kept ignoring it. I was getting summons to go to court for some of these debts that I have. I ignored it, got calls, ignored it, just I stopped looking at my credit report totally for like some years. And then every time I want to do something credit related, like get a credit card, denied. Want to get a personal loan, denied. I want to refinance my house, denied. Like I can't do anything. And it's frustrating because credit is kind of important. And if credit is important to you and you want to do something about it, you got to sit back and think. Get your mindset right. Your mindset is real important. That's why I said the road to get millions, because it's a road, it's a journey. You know what I'm saying? And then your mindset is the first thing you need to get right before you could take this journey, whatever journey it may be. The credit journey, workout journey, spiritual journey, you got your mindset right. So you get your mindset right, you be like, you know what, I can do this. No matter how big your debt, if it's 1,000, 10,000, 50,000, you gotta be like, I can overcome this. After you get your mindset right and you feel like you could do it, you know what I'm saying, you want to do it and you feel like you got to do this, then, you come up with a plan. When you come up with a plan, you're going to execute that plan. And then when you execute that plan, you got to have patience for this plan to do what it's supposed to do. And if you do those 4 things, then you're going to find success. That's what I did. I mean, my journey, it wasn't no overnight thing. Let me show you. In April of last year, the 24th, 2020, I had 40 accounts, 5 collections, 5 inquiries. Let's go to open accounts, revolving accounts, and just check it out. I had credit one, a little baby credit card, but if you have bad credit, you should be able to qualify for this credit card. Authorized user, authorized user, authorized user, and look how authorized user only on one credit agency, which is Equifax. That's it. Okay. American Express, I owe them money, $3,000. Oh, these guys, 5,000, Discover, 6,000, City, 2,400, 26, 6 grand. I mean, I owed a lot of people money. I owe even more than that. I owe loans too, but you don't see those right now. But look at the score in the fives, real bad, real bad. I mean, and this is April of last year. I started this journey. Go back on reports. This is my FICO, by the way. Credit Karma is kind of cool, but it doesn't give you your true FICO score. Now, boom. That's what the banks look at. That's what mortgage people look at. They look at your Credit Karma. They look at your FICO score. Now, 38 accounts, 1 collection, 17 inquiries. I'm kind of crazy with the inquiries because my credit started getting better. Now, open accounts, revolving accounts, 3,500 Pentagon, which is Pen Fed, 3,500 limit. This is an unsecured card. Unsecured. Navy Federal, 72, unsecured card. About almost a year. U.S. Bank, well, I put my money up. It's a secure card. Grain Technologies. Payment history. I started this in September. U.S. Bank, I started, when I started that. I started this in September too. Like everything I started around September, because I thought I could just clean up all my mistakes and all my things up by disputing it, because I listened to YouTubers, but I found out that that's not the case, because I end up having these things actually go to court, a default judgment, they started garnishing my wages. So either I'm going to have to file for bankruptcy so I could clean that up, so my wages won't get garnished anymore. I have to pay these guys off. So I chose the latter. I chose to settle with these guys, to pay them off so they will stop bothering me. All right. So Grain, Capital Bank, which is a secure card, but this don't unsecure. So anytime you get a secure card, make sure it unsecures. All right. Navy Federal, 15. Credit 1, the $300 piece of crap. So you got this, everything paid on time all the time. 1 collection, and look at the score now. It's not even that crazy, but I'm getting credit cards now. Boom, went from the 500s to the 600s, and I'm cleaning some more stuff up. I got like a few things, 2 things actually to clean up, and after I do that, then I'm gonna go for refinancing. I'm gonna start do big boy things. All right, so this is a year, and I'm not even 100% done yet. So this is not overnight. If you expect some overnight credit hack like these people say on YouTube, they're lying to you. Especially if your credit was as messed up as mine. You're gonna have a journey. You don't just dispute a few items and it just drop off and then everything's normal. You can get a house, you get loans, you could get low interest credit cards, low interest loans on cars, and everything's like that, and everything's great. No, not Nagusa. All right, so basically that's a little journey. You gotta get your mindset right. You gotta get a plan. You gotta execute that plan, and you gotta have the patience, which is the biggest thing. Patience. A couple of tools you can help with your journey. One I love is Grain Technology. Grain Technology is great because based on your banking activity and everything like that, if you not a person that always be negative and stuff like that, you're going to get a $1,000 limit, up to $1,000 limit with your Grain. But you need to have like some type of Apple device, like an iPhone, iPad, something that you could download that app, because it's not on Android at the moment. So you use Grain, and basically you turn your debit card into a credit card. You give yourself loans with that. That's what I used to use it for. I don't even use it anymore. But I used to give myself $100 loans, $800 loans, and they only charge you 1%. Credit is 1,000, and okay. Now I could take this 1,000 out if I want, due May 9th. So yeah, like you said, a 1% fee. So I could literally put 900 in it and withdraw it. And then it's going to come in my bank account today by 6 p.m. That's what I use Grain for. But you could use it as a credit card too. You can swipe. But I never use it in that manner. So Grain is one tool you can use to help level up your credit. I had got approved for a credit card before I started this journey, and it was in February, last year, February. That was the first credit card I got, which was Credit One Bank. It's a low quality credit card, but it helps with this journey. It's giving you a positive trade line, and you don't have to put no money up. So Grain, you don't have to put no money up. Not Capital One, Credit One Bank, you don't have to put no money up. Now, if you want like banking relationships, like say you got a credit union, I would get a secure loan and I would get a secure card. Okay, with a bank, with a real bank, not this self-lender crap and this and that. I mean, yeah, I hear it unsecures, but it's not a true bank. You can't get personal loans. You can't get, mortgages. You can't do a lot of real banking stuff, with that. It just help you a little bit with your credit and have like a positive trade line. But this is like US Bank secure card. It's a real bank. It have all these banking products you can have, and you building a relationship with it. So you can get your secure card. You can end up getting a bank account with them. You could get a personal loan eventually when you build up that banking relationship and stuff like that. And with US Bank secure card, they don't even check your credit. Anybody could get it. So before you start this journey, you actually can get a secure card, secure loan. You can get Grain, and you can get Credit One. So you get 4 things. So you could, while you're fixing up your credit, while you're paying off these debts, you're building positive credit history, which is a big plus, and try to eliminate all the debts. I mean, bills, like a lot of bills you have, so you can save a lot of money. Because honestly, if you eliminate a lot of stuff, you can save a lot of money real fast. I never knew I could do it, but anybody could do it. It's just that we always try to spend all our money. We when you have free money, you want to spend it. It's not like, okay, I'm going to save this money and stop. You don't need to eat out. You don't need to be buying bottles and going out to the club and even take a vacation if you're in a whole bunch of debt. Get rid of your debt first, and you can live life. If you're in $20,000 worth of debt and you popping bottles, what you celebrating? Yeah, you can fix your credit. You can get out of debt. You can fix your charge-offs. You can clean up everything. And when you do that, you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to feel a lot better about your life because you actually could get like real estate now. You can get a home. You get a multi-family. You can get low interest credit cards. You get low interest loans. You can use that to buy a business. You can use that to buy certain things to make money. Or you can always be feeling safe. When you have credit and money, whatever life throws at you, you feel ready. You feel ready. An opportunity might come in your face, and then you're ready with that money. You're ready, So anyways, this is just a couple of things to help clean up your credit that I actually did. I'm pretty sure it can help you clean up your credit. So, get your mindset right, make up a plan to clean this whole thing up, and be patient because this thing do not come overnight. And then just stick to your plan. Don't deter from it, man. If you got a girlfriend that talk about, I want a Gucci belt, and then you be like, hey babe, I gotta stick to this plan so I could, level up my credit so I could do this, and the third. And she like, no, I want a Gucci belt. Gotta get rid of that. You got a boyfriend that's doing the same thing. You gotta get rid of that because, like if you young now and you got bad credit, or you've been in your 30s or 40s, you're gonna need your credit eventually. You're going to need credit to make sure your retirement is safe and good. because you don't know if Social Security gonna be around or whatever. So it's better to just be safe in all aspects. Be safe. All right. So it's basically like having insurance. If you have a 401k, if you got some real estate, if you got money in the bank, you got good credit, you're safe in all aspects. So just keep that up, man. So that's all I gotta say. This is what I did to help myself out, and I'm pretty sure this will help you out. Level Up Finance. All right.